Hey Aquarius, how are you? Welcome to your full spread reading for today. First full reading for the month of February and right around Valentine's Day, so I hope you are enjoying. Will you be my Valentine? I'm asking everyone. This is about the only way I'm going to get any attention. Sending lots of love and hugs and kisses. Okay, so if you missed it, I did publish your morning musing, and fortunately the weather's holding up. So I'm going to press through this and hope that we don't get any storms before I complete the reading. Fingers crossed. All right, so that morning musing was just some challenging energy. I will just say that. At the very end of this reading, at the end screen, little thumbnails pop up and they're clickable, so you can click right on it if you missed it and you want to watch it. So it's there for you, but some pretty challenging energy coming through for sure. Some difficult choice energy in that reading. All right, I'm going to pull two cards from Spirit Animal Oracle, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine, and always feel free to reverse the energies. I separate by Divine Masculine and Feminine energy. Sometimes it comes through reverse for people. That's perfectly fine. Also, this is for Aquarius Sun and Rising. If you're a cross watcher, that's fine. Just find yourself in the spread, and then the other person is your divine counterpart. That's how it works. I want to make sure also, just know if it doesn't line up for you today, that's okay. If you're here as Aquarius Sun, you can go check out the reading that aligns with your rising sign or be a cross watcher. Just giving you some options here. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, we get card 31, Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Time to let go, Divine Masculine. And that is what I was feeling this morning, was definitely a difficult choice. So that makes sense to me. And Feminine gets card 24, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Also perfect energy for you, Aquarius. Bring your ideas to life if you are here as an Aquarian Divine Feminine. So there's, your ideas, all your thoughts and ideas. So interesting energy, that masculine energy, the Divine Masculine energy, time to let go. It definitely speaks to me from the morning. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from Numerology Guidance. Let's see what Numerology is guiding you. What's guiding our beautiful Aquarian Sun and Rising at this time. Let's see what comes through. Pride. Card 19. 1 and 9 is 10, so it's about, wrapping something up and putting a little bow on it. So this card indicates a need to swallow your pride to improve your current situation and your quality of life. By admitting when you're wrong and choosing to see another's point of view, whether this person is right or wrong, you raise your vibration, which brings you closer to your dreams. The bottom line is, if you want to create a happy, harmonious life, you must let go. Wow, okay? Are you getting the connection here? You must let go of your need to be right or in control. To overpower, belittle, or punish another goes against the nature of your soul and takes you out of alignment. Yet, when you have the courage to own up to your own mistakes, you align yourself with Source. Admitting when you're wrong builds character, inner strength, and self-esteem. It opens the door for resolution and creates better relationships with others. Stubbornness and pride get you nowhere, but humility and compromise bring you closer to the realization of your dreams. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to rise above your ego. Rather than go it alone because you're too stubborn to back down, you must cooperate with others. When you swallow your pride, you can make your dreams come true. So the mantra, the affirmation they say is, I admit my mistakes and improve my quality of life. I do want to put a little postscript here, though. This is just from me to you, from my heart to yours. When you swallow your pride, I don't like that. I have no Aquarius in my chart, but swallowing one's pride, I don't think that's the goal. I think keeping one's pride in check is a better way to look at it. So if you don't mind my little postscript, because, you know, the whole concept of swallowing your pride, it feels almost there's a diminishment in that suggestion that I object to. It is possible that I am wrong. I am going to go with the energy of that card and say, it's possible I'm wrong, but I like the idea of keeping one's pride in check, that's the higher vibration. And yes, and admitting to mistakes, of course, don't get me wrong. To me, like, I make mistakes all the time, and I'll be the first one to tell you, because I'd rather tell you than be told. That's how that works. But yeah, sometimes I guess, you know, swallow your pride, keep it in check. It's all kind of the same thing. Here we go, Aquarius. Here we go. What is going on in your connection? Some healing for the masculine and judgment for the feminine. Wow, wow, wow. Forgiveness, second chances. Scorpio energy in that judgment card right there. Yeah. So something has gone on here for sure. The judgment card is often that energy of you're reaching a crossroads. You can even see that sort of energy of, well, we're being called up. Another chance. This is literally the angel giving the sinners a chance, a second chance at life, and offering them forgiveness and salvation. So there's that kind of energy. But this card is also a past life soulmate card, right? So it's one of the hallmarks of the twin flame dynamic is that it exists at 5D. So there's a crossroads here, and I've got a divine masculine who is in healing mode, really reflecting on the situation. Review, especially during Mercury retrograde, reviewing, realigning, reassessing, reevaluating, recharging, whatever's going on here, all the re's for the masculine. So that makes sense to me. Two of Pentacles in the past. There's that juggling, difficult choice from this morning. Hierophant. Hierophant is, that's Taurus energy, but that's a card of your, you know, your convictions, your beliefs, especially around the topic of commitment. And Four of Pentacles, very guarded in the future, possibly guarding the heart. Could be about boundaries. There could be a boundary issue here. We shall see. I'm going to do a little more shuffling. See what the feminine's experience is. So something that felt or was experienced as a betrayal, some duplicity, Seven of Swords. Right now. Really, really feeling into the happiness. Second chances, forgiveness. Maybe they're just feeling that the second chance could bring happiness here. So I'll hold that up so you can see that energy. This is all present energy for the feminine. Second chance may be welcomed. And then in the future, the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Sometimes that card comes through as complacency. But right now I'm kind of feeling like the second chance would bring in happiness and would be a wish fulfilled. Okay. So let's look at the Four of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Wow. This Two of Pentacles, being that it was in the past and now it's here in the present, is an ongoing theme and could be exactly what this masculine is reviewing and is getting very zen about. May even, the Four of Swords, like I said, is a card of healing, but it's also deep inner reflection, you know, right here in the realm of thought. But that Two of Pentacles to me is always about weighing realities on the ground. What am I really dealing with? You got the Pentacles on that lemniscate, that figure 8. They never stop. They're always in motion. So it feels a little bit like a juggling act. But it is something that is very much tangible. This is 3D Pentacle energy, but it's about weighing realities on the ground, maybe juggling some of your priorities, trying to figure out how to sort things out so you know what you're really dealing with. And also the Two of Pentacles, in this card, it shows a little better that he's kind of always hopping in place, like ready on a moment's notice, boom, to take action. But in essence, this is like marking time. You're kind of standing in place. You know, when you go jogging and you get to a four-way intersection and there's a light and you keep jogging in place, that's the energy here. So sort of being ready to go, but all things are up in the air here. It's very fascinating. That comes out twice. Yes, Five of, ooh, I feel that the masculine is somehow feeling out in the cold here, not knowing what to do about it. A little, it could be a sense of not being able to access the warmth of the connection. But underneath is this beautiful strength card. The strength coming up from underneath is almost as if to say, I know I got to be strong. I know I have to tough it out. I know that if I just push through, if I just gather up my strength, my courage, my confidence, I can overcome this. I can overcome this. But it's underneath. So it's not in conscious awareness, but it's kind of what's pushing this masculine forward. Interesting. Two of Pentacles in the past. Okay. Perfect. Makes sense to me. Going to be patient, waiting it out. Seeds have been planted, waiting it out. Lots of patience here. That's why the Two of Pentacles is now showing up in the present. So I'm just going to leave that. That makes sense. So it's been an ongoing process for the masculine. But here we are with that Taurian energy of the Hierophant. Very much, it's all about knowing who you are at your core, what you stand for, what commitment means to you. What does it look like? What are your beliefs around it? Knight of Swords. Yes, this might be something that has been a topic of conversation. There might need to be a little clearing of the air around the topic of commitment. I'm just feeling that very strongly from the Hierophant. Yes, and it needs to be sorted out like in your divine counterpart in spirit. It's teamwork. Like you've got, this is co-creative energy. Thank you. It just escaped my mind for a minute. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of work together to kind of clear the air. What do I feel? I'm talking as if I'm the masculine. What do I really feel about commitment? How do I feel about it? What does it mean to me? What are my beliefs around it? What does it look like even? That's why the Two of Pentacles, everything's up in the air, not maybe ready to come down on, maybe their beliefs are changing. Some beliefs may be shifting here. And I'm only saying that because I see the Knight of Swords, and I always feel that the Knight of Swords wants to clear up a misunderstanding, or if something slipped out, or if there was heated work, you know, in a moment of tension, and you're having a heated conversation, and something slips off the tongue. That's the energy of the Knight of Swords. You want to clear that up. In the future, Four of Pentacles, though, still guarded, stuck. And looking backwards at the mistakes and regrets of the past, you can see in this card all the attention is on the Three Cups knocked over, not on the two that are still upright. So there's a little bit of backwards facing energy that's keeping this masculine stuck and guarded. Something went down. Something went down. And this masculine is feeling, kind of feeling abandoned. I'm seeing the abandonment in the Five of Pentacles, or at the very best scenario is not knowing exactly how to access the warmth of the connection. I say that because that Two of Pentacles is almost trying to sort that out. You know, how do I deal with this? And then that Strength card, keeping them moving forward. We have a lot of Pentacle energy over here. This could be an earth sign. as the masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and not very many out are Earth. Well, this popped out. Feminine, Judgment, and the Fool. Ready to take a leap of faith and give this another try. Giving it another try. Ready to give it another try. Wow. It's pretty powerful. Yes. Underneath, Two of Wands. I'm choosing that path. Again, because it's underneath, it's sort of right there under the surface for this feminine. There are paths. I can go this way, I can go that way. It's not something they're consciously focused on. What they're consciously focused on is going all in. Just taking the leap. Let's give it another try. And that would bring in this happiness. Oh, I like that. Could be a Leo in the mix here. We've got the Leo out twice. We've got Aquarius. The Fool is your card, Aquarius. We have Taurus and we have Scorpio. 7 of Swords in the past, though. Something was shady. 7 of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Focused on a creative solution to a problem. All right, so I feel as if something here, possibly the feminine kind of even maybe fooling themselves, lying to themselves. This 7 of Swords can be, right, somebody else deceives you, lies to you, cheats you, betrays you. It can also be like, you know, when you fool yourself, when you're just kind of in your own head about things and you're not really seeing things as they are, you're seeing them how you want them to be, or you're thinking of them how you want to see it. So that may be it, because on the, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is about, yes, I'm moving forward, but I'm moving forward very slowly, very deliberately, very methodically, with lots of attention to detail. And it may just be that that's why things didn't kind of like move forward. Because over here we have this Two of Pentacles, and I got all the time in the world, 7 of Pentacles energy. And over here, maybe fooling oneself about how ready the connection was to move forward. So please understand that I'm not seeing that in a negative. I'm not saying it like, oh, you're lying to yourself. I'm saying, right, sometimes it's only human nature to kind of see things from our own viewpoint and deceive ourselves with what's really going on. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, that focused, sustained effort and attention and focus on coming up with a creative solution to the problem. Why aren't things moving the way I thought they would? Okay, so then you kind of see that now I got to go slow. I've got to be really methodical. Notice all the Pentacles and Pentacles. I mean, at least the energy is coming from the same very grounded place here in 3D. Oh, yes, underneath, motivated by that sun, and here it is. Here it is. So the feminine was after happiness. You know, they wanted their happiness. They wanted, look at the joy, these two looking, to me, that is the twins. That's the twins looking right eyeball to eyeball with all the beautiful sunflowers and the sun in the background. Yeah, I love that. I love that card. From this deck, I mean. But what I'm seeing here is maybe the self-deception was because you just so badly wanted this union, wanted this expression of love. It would be just so much bliss and joy. It would bring so much bliss and joy and happiness. And that's why it's here right now. From the top of the deck, conscious awareness, giving it another go. Sun, please. Eight of Cups and 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups on the bottom. Makes sense to me, but let me walk you through it. So we know this is about a past life soulmate. For some of you, this is someone from your youth, someone from, you know, you've known for a very long time. If it's a newer connection, it's just referencing the past life aspect of your connection. The 6 of Cups is that sort of beautiful, sweet, nostalgic energy of the souls being together for lifetimes. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. So here's what I see. The 2 of Swords is an inner journey for the clarity, right? Like, I got to get to the truth and the clarity. I've got to see things clearly. as they are, not how I want them to be. So I'm going inward to do that. That's what the Two of Swords is about. I like that here. If your focus is on the happiness, you've got to be prepared to walk away from the drama. Turn your back on anything that isn't serving you emotionally. Sometimes this is about walking away from a person. Sometimes it's about walking away from just something that wasn't fulfilling on an emotional level. If you notice, play my little game, there are spots. Here's a spot and here's a spot where there's a cup missing, or like, let's just say there are 2 spots here, like where 2 more cups could go. So that 8 and the 10 and the 2 make 10, right? Get it? The 10 of cups, going in search of the 2, going in search of the soulmate, turning your back on drama, wanting that happiness to come in and going in search of it. But I got to get clear. I got to get clear about what's going on here, the decision I have to make. Remember, it was a difficult choice was what I named the morning musing. Even though it doesn't feel very closely related, there are some flavors in this reading that are associated with that. That sort of, there's still an energy of choice. On this side, the Two of Pentacles coming through twice, and on this side, the Two of Swords. Notice the 2 and the 2 of Wands. Notice the number 2 repeating on both of your, so there's mirroring in the numerology of the choice. And it could also be that this, that it could also be, let me give you another interpretation here, that for the feminine, it could be that the new path is taking them in a whole new direction. That the Fool is a brand new path and they're choosing that brand new path. They're at the crossroads and choosing a brand new path because their happiness is important to them and they may need to walk away from this. So that's why the Two of Swords, getting really clear. So I can see it either way. Either taking the leap of faith to reconnect, to reunite, to move forward by turning your back on what's gone wrong in the past and the drama of the past, but really getting clear about it. Or I can see this being a brand new direction, totally moving on a brand new path because you're because you want your happiness. So because it's a reading for the collective, I want to give you both versions. That way you can go, oh yeah, that sounds more like it, or the first one is more appropriate. There could have been some deception involved as well. Could have been some betrayal, some perceived betrayal or deception that this feminine spent a lot of time focusing on and trying to take action around. And now they're at that point where they're ready to, totally take a leap in a new direction. So I do want to give you both of those interpretations. 9 of Cups going forward. Eight of Swords. It's interesting. And the King of Swords. King of Swords, was that? Let me just double check. No, we had the King of Swords wasn't in your reading. But it makes sense, Aquarius. It definitely feels, it makes sense. Got Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy in the King of Swords. The King of Swords is kind of remote and reserved, can be a little standoffish, not real warm and fuzzy, as you've heard me say a million times. So I'm almost feeling as if for the feminine, they don't want to rock the boat. The 9 of Cups here is like, yeah, I'm good with this, and I don't know my next best step, so I'm just going to kind of hang where I am. So there is a flavor of complacency there. And the King of Swords is just kind of like, yeah, I don't know how to move toward this King of Swords, or I don't know my next best step, and I'm dealing with somebody who I can't access their warmth. Talk about not being able to access the warmth. This is the energy of a thinker. Someone who's very idealistic and has high standards and ideals that they try to live up to, but they kind of hold everybody else to the same level as them, and therefore can be a little judgmental. It can be difficult to live up to their standards. I'm just going to say it that way, but what I'm feeling here is this feminine kind of just staying in the flow of as things are, not wanting to rock the boat, feeling a little stuck, a little trapped in the situation, and dealing with an energy that's not quite as easily accessible as would be, say, a King of Cups or a King of Wands. So that's what I feel is coming in the future, is that kind of moment where you're at this crossroads. Do I stay or do I go? Has come up in some other readings. It's been a repeating theme. And then maybe in the future, the feminine just kind of, you know, hanging out right where they are and not, you know, feeling stuck, overthinking things to some degree. Eight of Swords. So if this is speaking to you, Aquarius, my dears, I'm going to go to the extended. The link is below in the description box. And most of you know the drill. I'm going to do 3 cards where we're now going to take all this energy and laser focus in on what you need to pay attention to, the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around whatever that issue is, and then what you can do about it or what you can expect to come of it. I will pull a card to see if this masculine has a message for the feminine. What do they want the feminine to know, and vice versa. Message from the feminine to the masculine. A card for you, Aquarius, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. That always comes through as some pretty authentic advice, confirmation, sometimes a warning, something to be on the lookout for. And then going forward, what can you expect? What might be on the path for you, Aquarius, going forward? So the link is below. I'll see you there in a second. If not, happy Valentine's Day from me to you. I'll see you on a future reading. Take care.